everyone, welcome to my channel, Samar's Pottery Corner. Today I'm going to show you the items that I recently picked up from the local community studio. I had a couple of items in the kiln for glaze firing and they're all here. So I'm going to show them to you. So there are some test pieces with the new glazes that I purchased. It's from Spectrum floating glazes, and there are 12 sample glazes here that I have tested. We're going to see the results on that one, and I'm very excited for this one because so far I have been mixing my own glazes and I have screwed up so many pieces, but at some point I decided, okay, let's try some commercial glazes and we can actually get nice pieces from the commercial glazes. So let's start. First off, these are the items that I made. These are glazed with my own mixed glazes. This is for salt, and there is a little spoon here. I don't know if you see the glaze color. I'll put it here. So there is a small spoon, and this is for holding some salt on the countertop. And I really like the shape. I don't know how practical it will be because it might be a little bit too shallow, and I don't know how practical the spoon is going to be, but I'm going to test it out and we'll know. But this is my cute salt holder. Also on that end for my countertop, I have made this container with finger holes here. It's supposed to hold some olive oil. I'm hoping that the dispenser fits. I have this oil dispenser. Yeah, it's nice. That's my oil dispenser. And I've got a tray to hold the salt holder and the oil dispenser. It's going to be like this. There we go. To put a snapshot of the formulation and also link to Glaze so that you can make your own glaze. So that's one item. So the next item, I had the idea of having one of those uneven serving platters. This is slab made. I have used a roller to put the texture on this plate, and there are indentations, so I think I can put a nice block of like brie cheese or a round cheese here, maybe some crackers, some olives. I really like the glaze on the texture here, how it breaks out. My favorite so far. Now to my test tiles. These are on Talker's Mid Smooth Stone Clay. My test tile. This one is called Fuzzy Peach, and it's a nice yellowish mustardy color. I have two coats, one coat here, and then I have the Spanish moss here. Again, I'm going to have a snapshot of that. So two coats, one coat, and you see the difference between the two coats clearly. Then I have Sunrise, which is, oh, it's a pinkish orangish color, and then here I have the speckles of blue and purple, sort of. It's a pretty nice color. And then I have the Shallot. Again, two coats, one coat. See it right now. So that's Shallot. Then I have Louisiana Bayou, and this is the color. It's somehow similar to the glaze that I made. Again, two coats, one coat. I don't see a lot of difference between the two coats. It's pretty nice. Oh, actually I see difference. It's not captured in the camera, but yeah, you can obviously see the difference between the two coats and one coat here. So two coats, one coat. Here I have my ginger. So again, this is two coats, one coat. It's obviously breaking out on the two coats more than one coat. As you see, it's a nice brownish color. And for the other 6 glazes, I actually tested them on my pieces. I had a spoon rest, and they are all one coat over white, glossy white glaze. At the center, I have floating turquoise, and there is an overlap with the second ring, which is Morning Glory. And then there is an overlap between this one and the third ring, which is Tapenade. I really like the transition from this color to that color. And I think in that transition, you can also include Louisiana Bayou. And also you could introduce the Spanish Moss, which is this one. They're all in the tone of blue. And I really like how this turned out. It's beautiful color. This is again on Tucker with the smooth stone. For the other 3 glazes, I tested them on my brown clay, which is 540i from Pottery Supply House. I have tested 3 colors here, again on a base of white glaze. In that case, I think I can use less of this spectrum glaze. So if you have a studio white, you can have it underneath. What I have is Tiger's Eye at the bottom, so the bottom ring. And then this one is called Papaya. And then the top one is called Bougainvillea. I really like the transition. I wish there wasn't a clear boundary between the colors. I tried to have overlap, but maybe not sufficiently. I think next time if I want to mix the colors, I'll put more overlap so that there is not a clear line between the glazes. Also, for some reason, on black glaze, the texture of the glaze is not smooth at all. It's like sandpaper, and I don't like it that much. I really had difficult time with this 540i black clay. I think probably because of the iron content. It's causing so much trouble, so much bubbling, pinholes, blistering, and I think I'm not going to buy this clay anymore. These ones are also actually 540 black clay, but I think yeah, this glaze works fine on it. I think if I still have this clay, so I think I'm going to use the same base recipe. There are multiple colorants that you can add, so there are a few formulations with the same base recipe, and this works on this clay. So I think for this clay, I'm going to continue using my own glazes. What I like the most, actually this combination, I like it. I like the turquoise. I think probably turquoise by itself is going to be very plain and boring, but in combination with other glazes, it's actually more interesting. Out of all these colors, I also like the shallot and the sunrise. I think I like these two. And I guess my least favorite will be the ginger out of these. I might be wrong. I have to test them on actual pieces and see how they turn out. But it's really hard for me to pick one color. I think for my next collection, I'm going to have a colorful set of mugs and see how it goes. I'm very excited to be trying these spectrum glazes. I think I'll try them on my next pieces, and based on how they turn out to be, I'll order the actual size of these glazes. Thank you for joining me today. See you next time.